Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 157 of the Road to Top Series. I'm Toasty FM, and we've had an outstanding run of games since yesterday's episode. Now, I know we had two really tough games, and we smashed it, guys. We smashed it. And I was trying to think of ways to show you guys that this was serious. I didn't do anything. This was just us playing, and it really was. First of all, beat Porto convincingly at home. 2-0 victory. They had an early chance, but we held on. Gide got the goal off a deflection. Good cross in from Camilo Ramirez. And Villegas got a stunner of a goal in the second half to put us 2 goals ahead. And man, it was fantastic. It really was. One of our better victories in the series. Really representative of the work this team is putting in. And you can see, we're in such a good position right now in the league. Just continue to march forward. A win a day would be huge. But then we came against St. Trent's away from home, got a 2-1 victory. Went down early, which was kind of worrying. I said, okay, now we're going to fall back down to earth a little bit. But we caught a goal right back through Becker. Excellent, very good pass from Aguirre. Passing to Becker would make a little run, and off the post. Excellent goal. Aguirre got the go-ahead goal 9 minutes later. And another very good victory. Away from home against St. Trent's. And then we came back into Braga. This one, not as great a victory. Giovanni got injured. Aguirre scored the only goal, which was from a penalty spot. So not the prettiest game, but we got the job done, and that's the most important thing. Got the 1-0 victory. Important for us. Now, if you look at the table, we're definitely going to finish top 5 at this point. I don't have any doubt in that in my mind. It's going to be very interesting for Pasto Ferreira and Porto behind us. The rest of the games in the season are not the hardest games, but we still have to make sure we get through them. Feirense has been a tough team for us, if you remember. So 2-2. Two games at home, 2 games away. Like I said, Giovanni's out, so we're gonna have to do some changing there. We're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, overall, I'm very happy with the way we've played, and we're in a very good position. We have the final of Taça Portugal coming up, which is gonna be fun. Got to a good place in the Europa League. Overall, pretty successful year, I would say. Disappointed not to go farther in the Champions League. Would have liked to finish in the top 2 this season, but continuing to make moves, continuing to pick up that cash, that money, so that we can continue to bring in players. Financially, we're doing it in a great position right now. Not the greatest amount of money ever, but overall, solid, I think. And I think we're definitely making some moves next season. And I think this season definitely proves that we are here to stay. And there's no doubt about that. We are marching forward to one of our best point totals. I think our best point total was 71. So we're definitely in shout of doing that, of smashing that. And I'd like to put a little bit of pressure on Benfica. A win today put us within 5 points. I don't think they're going to drop 5 points in the last 4 games. It would be pretty impossible. But, hey, why not try? So let's look at the lineup for today's game, and then see if we can get these 3 points. Alright, guys, so this lineup today, our best 11, except for a couple changes. Semprini has picked up a knock, so he's going to be out today. He's just not fit for today's game, so Dietrich's going to get the start at center back. Has played pretty well, considering he's not the best center back in the world. I don't see him. He might get out one more chance going out on loan next season. But I mean, for what he is, he's been pretty good, which is kind of interesting. Which is, makes me think like he'd be a good fourth option. Bring in somebody else next season and see how it goes. So he's definitely making a case to stay here a little bit longer. Midfield's the same. Aurelio is starting to make up, starting to get used to his position in the midfield. Is now a natural in that position, which is very nice to see. That'll help him get out some quality performances. Becker, Viegas, Luxford is going to start on the left-hand side today. Hasn't got many starts this year because Giovanni has been extraordinary, so he'll get the start today. Giovanni's out for 3 to 4 weeks, something like that, 3 to 4 weeks. So Luxford will have some time to maybe get some time out there. He's going to be fighting with Geraldon, another guy we brought in for playing time for a backup role for next season behind Giovanni. Giovanni is getting up there. He's 30 now. I believe he's going to be 31 at the beginning of next season. So we might have to look to start getting him out, bringing somebody else in. But we have to look for a player that's going to be behind them. And it's going to be Luxford or Geraldon. So this is Luxford's time to get some time out there and show what he can do. And obviously Aguirre, probably the safest man in the team, basically. I mean, Marquez is solid, but he's nice off the bench. But Aguirre, man, he has been absolutely fantastic this season. Now he's up to 33 goals, I believe, in total, and he's just next level. And here we go. It's gonna be interesting. Feyenoord is about a mid-table team, so they don't really have much to play for, which is good for us. I mean, we're not really in a battle, but every point we can pick up at this point is going to be excellent. So I want to keep picking up points. A win today would basically confirm us for third place. It would put us about 8 points in front of Pasto Ferreira. Going to be very interesting to see if Pasto can hold off Porto. I wonder if they're going to be playing each other at the end of the season. And then even at the bottom of the table, it looks like there's not much to play for as well. It looks like Belnets are definitely going down. Aguirre is in 17th, and they're look like they're 5 points behind Olnens. So this is gonna be interesting. Socrates here for Feyenoord and shoots, and it goes wide. And there goes halftime whistle. They've actually been okay. They've been a better team that I thought they were gonna be. Then again, we are away from home. I mean, they don't have much to play for, but that doesn't mean they're not going to play hard. And so here we go. In the second half, I'm not going to change much. I'm not going to really go after it. It just doesn't seem all that necessary at this point to really do anything too crazy. Luxford here, Mubanga, Viegas, Aurelio, Becker. Becker loses out to Mateus, but he gets the ball back. Becker is going to find Aguirre in the box, and Aguirre scores again. The man is a tank. 34 goals this season. If he gets to 40, I'm going to rename the stadium after him because that is incredible. 34 goals this season. Outstanding, and he puts us in the lead in this game. Good job by Becker as well to get the ball back. I thought he lost it. Becker, and I think somebody that we haven't talked about. I know it's been a lot about Giovanni, a lot about Aguirre, but Becker is having an amazing season. I know we lost Cleverson last year, but Becker was always a very good player in his own right. I tried to fan in both Cleverson and Becker. And Viegas, I meant, and Becker kind of took a back seat, but he is absolutely excuse me for my dog, is actually paying me back for my for his patience and everything. And I've played him a lot this season, and he's a really good player. He's a really good player. Our second highest goal scorer. I think he has about 15 in his own right off the wing. Has the captain's armband today. He's a leader. And I think an unsung hero. I think really showed it there. Lost the ball. Showed it there in the goal. Lost the ball. Got the ball back. Made a little run and got the assist. And that's just what he's done for us this season. I can't say enough of the type of player he's been for us, and I'm very happy to have him. We're gonna make some changes here. Speaking of Becker, I think we're gonna get him off here. Actually, we're gonna do a little bit of that. Becker's gonna come off, and Marquez is gonna come on a little bit here. The last couple minutes. He hasn't scored in a while, Marquez, but I mean, who needs him to score that much when we have a guy like Aguirre, who is a tank? Aguirre, I mean Aguirre and Becker have combined for 50+ goals this season, as they score, which is very disappointing. A late goal from them. That was a very good ball over the top, completely. That's probably the one thing that's been very bad about Dietrich's game is balls over the top. I mean, that's just terrible marking. Darcy there just found himself in between Jeriu and Dietrich and made us pay. And that's the one thing that's been bad about Dietrich. It kind of happened against Casapia, if you remember, in that same kind of way, ball over the top. And so it looks like we're going to leave here with just a point, which I'm not very happy with. We could have done better, considering it's a team like Finance, but they've played well in their own right. We have to give them some credit and go from there. Like I said, not very happy with the play defensively on their goal. But we'll move on, and so let's look at the schedule for the last episode of this season. All right, guys. So these last couple games are going to be very important. We have to hold off Paços Ferreira and Porto for that third and all-important Champions League spot. It's going to be very important for us to get that spot. And then we're going to have Porto in the final. So come back tomorrow against the Taça Portugal final. Hopefully we can get a trophy. We need a trophy. It's been way too long in the series, over 10 years, to not have a trophy in the cabinet for this club. With all the success we've had, we haven't had a trophy, and that's probably been my biggest disappointment in the series so far. So see if come back. It might be tomorrow. It probably won't be tomorrow, I'm not going to be honest, but sometime over the weekend. Come back and see if we can get that trophy for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and take care of yourselves.